just stopped off at Dunkin' Donuts. Got me a yummy donut and a caramel latte. And it looks like the rain's clearing up. The place I want to take you, I'll go ahead and say. No, I won't say. Yes, it's clearing up. The rain's stopping, so when we get there, it'll still be the surprise. So, oh, my hand's on the wrong way. Let's try this. Delicious. You want a drink? And I'll let you have the first bite of my donut. Here you go. You want the cream? Let's see. Okay. Let me turn this back around. Yes, it is clearing up. The sky is turning blue. So, we're going to head on down the road to my favorite place. And I'll see you there. Here we go. I'm trying to have these loud windshield wipers now. Oh my god. This place is called Honeymoon Island State Park. And this drive to get there is called the Causeway. And this is in Palm Harbor, Florida. So usually on the sides of the road, you'll see a lot of locals and teenagers, college kids. They park their cars here and they fish and swim for free. They kayak. No camping is allowed here though. Oh, it stopped raining now. Good. So here's some of the kids. Sorry if I was making you get sick. Okay, I'll try to keep it straight. But yeah, locals and kids hang out here, fish and kayak, and then you can go on over here. And I would love to live over here. This is usually just condominiums for seniors. So you have to be 55 and older. So I have a few more years to go. Oh, there's a cop up here. I better turn this off, guys. Okay, later. Okay, here we are. It's $8 a vehicle. So I'm going to pay $8 to get in here. This is a state park. If you did have a state park pass, it would work. I think, well, it used to be. Oh, individual pass, yeah. Right here. It's $60, and you can go to all the state parks for free in Florida, and there's probably hundreds of them. Not lying, hundreds of them. It's well worth it. So, we just got to go through the booth here and pay. And there's all kinds of different areas to the park. Oh, that one's open over there. I should back up and go. Oh no, there's cars coming now. Alright, I'm gonna stay patient. Yeah, so oh yeah, so there's different areas. There is one area, it's the dog park, and there's one area that's like real family friendly, and then there's one that's private, and it's called the North Beach, and there's usually nobody there. So we're going to go head up there to the North Beach, and it has the most beautiful seashells you could ever imagine. All right, let me pay, and I will see you at the beach. Okay, so I got through paying. This is actually an island. That's why it's called Honeymoon Island State Park. So this is one of the first beaches over here. And if you would make a left. And I just love the vegetation through here. It just looks so Jurassic Park. like $8 to get in here. That's nothing compared if you would go to the beaches in Clearwater. Which I've lived down here now for over a year. I got down here last July, and I haven't went one time. No, my son did take me. My son took me once, and we went. But the parking down there is like $30 a day. And you have to walk. Because, you know, it's all fun and great if you're visiting and you live in the hotel, or if you're staying in the hotel, and they have the parking lots in the hotel and all that, the parking garages. But, yeah, if you're a local, you don't get that amenity. And so you have to go and park. Okay, sorry about that. Something happened to my phone. And here's cars anyway. So, yeah, if you live down here, you don't get the amenity of parking in a garage. So you have to usually park a block or two away. It's super hot. It's $30 a day. Some people say they pay $50 a day to go to the beach. No, thank you. I'd rather not go. And so here we are. And this one is called the North Parking Lot. Oh, I hope there's not a wedding here today. So here we are, and you can see the beach straight ahead. Let me park, and we'll get out here to the beach. White sandy beaches. Okay, we're gonna walk a little bit down here. Here we go. Clearwater over there. You see all the hotels? That's where you pay 30 for crowded beaches. Walking forever. Or over here. Beautiful. And we're going to walk on down to where the dead seashells are. As we're walking down to the part where there is a lot of seashells, I wanted to turn the camera around and show you on the other side of the beach at this certain spot, there's a pond. And there's lots of birds over here. Now, I don't know if there's alligators in this or not, if it's fresh water or brackish water, so I'm not getting too close. But yeah, this is, again, like I said, a state park, and it's a nature reserve. Even this is beautiful. It's so peaceful and relaxing here. And now we're going to keep on walking down to the furthest end of this island. And look at that big white cloud up there. Isn't that beautiful? I call those cotton candy clouds. Looks like cotton candy. You could just bite right into it. Yeah, I guess I have a sweet tooth. If you saw what I just ate. so good. As you can see, a bunch of shells is right through here. This is where you'll find the big conch shells, right at the edge of the water. I'm sorry, this bag might be in the way. I'm walking right here on the water's edge to see if I see any big conch shells roll in. You're like, there's thousands of shells there. Yeah, I know. You can pick them up by the handfuls. But the ones I want are the big, nice ones. I felt one with my foot. Sometimes you gotta go a couple feet out, but I don't have a bathing suit on. As you can see, my shorts are pretty long below the knee. I didn't think I was gonna do this. This was definitely a spur-of-the-moment trip. I wish you're not down far enough to where I tell you the big, delicious shells are. So I'm gonna hit pause until I find something. Oh, I see some little fishies in there. I don't know. It's a little school of fish. I don't know if you can see them or not. Can you see the little school of fish? Just had a thought here, and it's, remember I said, excuse my feet, I didn't have a pedicure lately? Well, this is nature's pedicure right here. Walking in the sand, on the beach, in the waves, in the water. It knocks off all your dead skin cells, it hydrates your entire body, it grounds you. There's nice suntan, feels so good. This is the only pedicure someone needs. Go walk in the beach, dig your toes down in that sand. Feels so good. Well, I just found a couple little shells so far, so I'm still going to keep looking. Thought I'd give you another look around. And before the end of this video, I would like to just say, please like and share and leave your comments down below. Please make sure you subscribe and hit notifications. I'm going to try to get a few videos out a week. I just wanted to say that before the end. If you don't like the beach and listening to the waves and trying to find a perfect seashell, you can go ahead and skip one over at the end of this. But if you want to continue with me, then let's keep on walking. Here we go. Now here's a little bit more rugged part of the beach. You can see that the surf is littered with rocks. These rocks have barnacles on them and they're very sharp. So they're slippery and sharp. Yeah, you can walk through them, but you might get your foot cut a couple times. Believe me, I've done it. So yeah, you got the rocky entrance on this side, and you have these beautiful trees on this side. And if you look down in here, sometimes you'll find the conch shells too. This is neat, how all these trees are broken off like this, what do you call it, the driftwood. But it's usually all connected to roots, so you really can't get it off. I think some people might have broken it off. But yeah, they're all connected deep into the ground. I was thinking about something earlier, is that I really do love Florida, especially this part where I live in. It's the west coast, the Gulf Coast. This is the Gulf of Mexico we're looking at right now. In case you didn't know, this is the Gulf of Mexico. And when I was little, me and my friend bought these little diaries. And the first thing, there was a question: what do you want to be? Where do you want to live when you grow up? And so I said I want to be a famous author and live either in Paris, France, or in Tampa, Florida. Well, I never made it to Paris, France. But here I am in Florida, and I am an author, so I have written a book. Didn't do very good, but yeah, that might be why I love books. I love to read. So yeah, that's my little story I was thinking of. There's a couple boats. There's a boat out there. And there's a boat down here near the shore. It's still a cloudy day. As you can see, too, there's hardly no, I mean, there's waves here today because there's a, a storm just blew through. So they would call this choppy. Can you believe it? It's almost perfectly flat. The water here is flat near the Gulf. When you're on the East Coast over near Daytona and stuff, yeah, you get the big waves, Myrtle Beach big waves. Here, you don't hardly get any waves. I think it's safer for children here. It's just, I don't know, I've said it before, so much secluded and peaceful, and it's not dirty. And look at this blue water. I mean, it's amazing. It makes you feel like you're on a tropical island somewhere. Okay, so we're looking for shells. The shells is around the bend. Where you see these two people are, way down here, you can see two people. Oh, they disappeared. Well, there was two people down there near the boat. You see the boat? That is where you'll see the big shells. So that's where we're going. Across from the ocean, there's another pond, I guess you would call it. And if you're looking for a bunch of little seashells, like to do projects, maybe a picture frame or a mirror, here's where you would come and get the handfuls of shells. So you would just come through here and get it, these right here, the white ones. Oh, they all kind of look crushed right now. You dig down through here, you'd find a bunch of shells like this. And these are my favorite kind, the spiral ones. See this right here? So you would just dig through up here. You can find all these little shells. Now these little white rocks, these are not coral, these are ocean rocks. They've been bleached out by the sun. You can actually put these in your fish tank. They have bigger ones too. But yeah, I usually go through here and try to find some. But we're on the hunt for the bigger ones. Here's bigger rocks. And all you have to do, you wash them in the sink, let them soak, get all the salt out of them. If you want a beautiful white rock for your fish tank, you just soak them in the water and get all the salt out of them. And well guys, we still have a long way down to around the bend. So I don't know if I walked that far today. It is hot out, but at least I get to cool my feet in the water. If I see some conch shells or something out here, I'll show you. But I'll let you look inside my bag right now. Be in there. I'll stop here in a minute and I'll show you inside. And there's lots of shells right here too. The water looks murky because there was that storm. And usually it's really clear. And no, we don't see any sharks, no dolphins, or nothing like that today. That's a weird looking cloud. It's like a water spout. But it's, I don't know. God, it looks like a tornado above my head. I'm in the eye of the storm, guys. Oh my God. Pray for me. I'm in the eye of the storm. I'm just joking. Okay. At least I hope I'm just joking. And, I'm up to my knees. Yes, my pants are wet, of course. If you live in Florida, deal with it. It'll dry in 10 minutes. Alright. We're on the sandbar. And around these rocks over here and see if I can see any more shells. This one? That's a broken one. And Floridians don't care if the shell is chipped. I hear a lot of people punch shell, oh, it's chipped on the edge. That's nature. Most of the time you pull them out the water, they're going to be chipped on the edge. It just gives it its uniqueness. If they're all perfect, you know, it'd all be the same. Okay, let's see. Let's get out here a little bit more. It's so beautiful. The water feels so good. It's like warm bath water. Oh, it's all a little fishy. Let's see over here. Cool. It'll be too hard to walk through, but we'll give it a look at anyway. See something? Yeah. You know, just using a regular grocery store bag to get my shells in. You can use a mesh bag if you like. It's probably better if you had a mesh bag. But you usually have to wash these off in the sink when you get home anyway, or it's going to smell like fish. The sea. Okay, here's something right here. Yeah, this is like going to the bins, but for shells instead of materialistic items. Look at this. Something under here. Oh, look at that one. Finding treasures in the ocean. That one's broken. Let's see this one. That one's broken. So those are broken. Yeah, you don't want those. I'm talking about if they have a chip on them, or a little hole in the middle. A hole in the middle is cool because you can put it on a necklace. A lot of people drill a hole through the middle of a perfect shell and put it on a necklace. So if it naturally has a hole in the middle, of course you could do that. I saw one over there, but I think it's broken. Broken. Another part of a sand dollar. I guess the storm crushed them all up against the rocks. Looks like a whole bunch of them here. Oh, they're all broken up. And a white one. The crab is dead, I think.
Is there another entrance over here?
Oh, the reason I turned the camera back on is I found 2 more. There's a little school of fish. Oh my God, something. Did you get a shell? Did you get a seashell? What's in your hand? A shell? Ah. I'm looking for conch shells. Slim pickings out here today, guys, but I got a little bit, and I got to show you about what we do when we come down here. Get this big one. Can you see it? Look at this. Big as my hand. There we go. It's a nice one. I'm going through here. Where you see one, you might see more. It's not that big. It's nice. So yes, you are allowed to get seashells at the beach here, even though it's a state park, because there's so many shells. It's never gonna go away. There'll be more tomorrow. Okay, this time I'm gonna go. If you're enjoying this video so far, please make sure you like the video and subscribe. There'll be more like this coming, and I'll meet you back at the van or else. Hey guys, I made it back to the van. As you can see, I got hot and sweaty on that walk back. I found a few more great shells, so we'll go put them in the sink at the house, and I'll show you everything I got. Meanwhile, let's look at the scenic drive out of here. Nope, this van might be big, old, and ugly, but it has been reliable for me. If I start making money doing my reselling business, like Lavender Clothesline. Hey Karen, shout out to Karen who taught me all the tricks of the trade here. Then she bought her own house and pays her own bills with her reselling business. So she says she makes all her money off of eBay and then doing her YouTube videos. So hey, if she can do it, I can do it. I always like being my own boss. I don't like to work well with, I don't work well with others. Usually get fired from every job I'm at because I can't stand it. But yeah, I do love to go antiquing and thrifting and being by myself. I can keep myself company. You call me crazy if you want. I can sit all day. I don't have cable in my house. I mean, I watch YouTube, the conspiracy shows, but yeah, people are like, what do you do all day long? You don't have TV. I'm like, hey, I got enough voices in my head. Keeps me company all day long. I'm talking to myself all day long. I'll be out there walking the dog, talking to the dog. So, yeah, it doesn't bother me to be alone. I like to be alone. I don't like other people. No, I like other people, but you know what I mean. I have social anxiety disorder. That's what I should say. I have social anxiety disorder, and I don't like being in crowds. It makes me feel awkward and weird. So, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So I like the solo life. I'm an introvert. We gotta use our, you know, politically correct terms here. So now we're leaving the park. This is where we came in and we paid. And I'm gonna put the phone down since we know that there was a policeman sitting right outside the park here. You know, speed limit's like 15 out here. So, hope you enjoyed our trip to Honeymoon Island Beach. So if you ever get a chance to come down to Florida, to Orlando, it's about 2 hours away from Orlando. It's the West Coast. It's beautiful out here. Now the closest hotel to this area, there's no hotels on this beach. So the closest one is right down the street here. It's called the Hampton Inn. And there's a really nice authentic like restaurant called Frenchie's down here. So let's see. Now these are not hotels. Like I said, these are the condominiums for ages 55 and over. Look here, I gotta slow down. Yeah, so once you turn 55, you can live down here, and then you'll get the ocean view. Oh, look at that bird. There's a beautiful water on each side of this bridge. Okay, we're getting ready to go over a drawbridge here. I think these condos over here, regular people, families can live in them. And I was going to show you the restaurant down through here and the hotel. Let's see. What's the best way to hold this phone? Okay, here's Eddie's. There's one restaurant you can eat at. You got to see that. And people might have Airbnbs right through here too. So it's called the Causeway right before Honeymoon Island. You can see if there's an Airbnb. A lot of rich people with boats. Alright. Looks like some construction going on. Oh, they're adding on. Right here. This is the restaurant. Or no, that was something else. Okay, here's Frenchie's on it. It might be on both sides of the road. I don't know. But, I don't know. This is the town of Dunedin right here. Got lots of little fish and chip type shops. Now I'm going to turn here because I live down in Clearwater. Alright. Well, guys, I just got home and I was so excited. I started washing up some of the dishes I got, and I got my seashells in the bag over here. And I was just so proud that I found that Japanese tea set that went with this beautiful mug, or the beautiful teapot, the lusterware Japanese teapot. So guess what? I was washing it. It was slippery in my hands and it fell into the water. But I was like, well, it's full of soapy water. It's not going to break, is it? But bang! It hit on this crystal Kindle thing. And look, it's broke all the way through, all the way around. Look at that. Put your nail through it. All the way around. Can you believe it? Of all the things that had to slip out of my hand, it had to be this. And at the very moment that it fell into the water, this thing had to be in there. Sorry, I'm freaking out now. I just washed a pretty little lid. I'm so disappointed. Oh well. Okay. Well, I washed this. I'm going to put mineral oil on it. And I still have this. I never did show you the little scar face that was down in the bag from Universal Studios. Did I show you this cat mug? I have another cat mug. It was in there. And I have this picture. What's in here? I don't even know what I put in here. Oh, some tequila. I'm going to use that now in a second. Okay, I have this monkey picture here. And what else? There's a lot of stuff here I have to do. I got a little ornament here and another classical music cassette. But I forgot what I was going to show you. Oh, I might as well do the seashells. Hang on a minute. Okay, so I put my shells, I don't have very many, into the sink. All you have to do is rinse them off. If you have a strainer, like a pasta strainer, it's best to put them in there. I can't find mine, so I'm not worried about it. I feel kind of mad for breaking that teapot. Oh my god. Think I'll ever find another one like that? It wasn't even for me, but I thought it was so beautiful. I would have loved it if I had it and sold it. Has that ever happened to any of you? Comment down below. Have you ever bought something or found a treasure while thrifting and it's perfect, and then you get it home and you break it, and then it's just like, it's not just money down the drain. It's something that was so beautiful, something that was old, something that was unique, something that was a treasure. Where are you going to find one of those? You can't go to Walmart and get it. Heck no. I have to search online. Go to eBay. It could have went to me, but no, you can't. But anyway, I found let's see, this one. That's kind of pretty. And these will lighten up too if you take them outside. Set them out in the sunshine. They'll lighten up. But yeah, you want to get the ocean water off. What are you doing, dog? Oh, hey. Is that crazy? You probably smell good. Okay. So, these were the shells that I found. Honeymoon Island. I don't know why I didn't find a lot better ones, but I think these are pretty in themselves. And these are so pretty when you put them in a jar. Even like, you know, the canning jars, you could put it in that. They have a lot of decorative jars, and they even have lamps now, glass lamps that you can fill up with your seashells. And people look and say, oh, it's just seashells. Of course it's just seashells to anybody who just looks at it. But when you put your own shells in there, you can say, these are shells from Honeymoon Island, or these are shells from Aruba. These are shells from Jamaica. And you can remember like the honeymoon you went on, or the vacation with your kids you went on. You know, that's what makes it special, when you have those jars of shells and your lamps of shells. It's the memories that were made during it. And now I have memories today of sharing my seashell finds with you. Well, they don't need to be washed off hard or anything. Just get the sand and the salt water off of them. And let's see here. I have a clear glass right here. So I'll show you a little bit of what it looks like. Put this stuff in so I don't break this one. And of course you would decorate it, you know, put them a certain way. But here you go. And you can see I already have shells. Already have shells. Oh, and there's two of the frogs that I'm keeping for myself off of that frog necklace. And I'm keeping these two because the little legs were broken off on this side. You can see he don't have his toes. And his legs were broken off when it dropped. Oh, I'm clumsy. So I'm keeping those two, and then there's two that's completely intact, and I'm selling those. So that's what it would look like if you had it. And I'm growing some parsley in here. So I'm growing parsley right there. These are some of my indoor flowers. That I like to grow. There's my van outside. So, okay, let's see here. Got all this done. Here you go. The shelves are clean. You can just let them dry out here in the sink. Take it out really quickly, or like I said, take them out in the sunshine. Ta-da! And this was a dance candle holder, by the way. So this is nice and expensive. Dance International. That broke the beautiful teapot. But I had these. This was from the free estate sale. Look, those beautiful, cleaned up. For the bear mugs, remember the bear mugs? There is a signature here. What does it say? I don't know. Something like 95. So if you know anything about the bear cups, let me know. All right, my back's hurting. I want to go lay down for a minute. Thank you again for spending your time with me today, and take care, and tune back in next time for another exciting and crazy adventure. Bye. Okay, I cleaned off the giraffe with mineral oil. So I washed it with soap and water. It was so dried out and dirty. And then I took mineral oil on a paper towel and I just rubbed it in. Just like you would do if it was furniture polish. So I just rubbed it in. And now it looks nice and shiny. It'll absorb that oil overnight. And it'll look so much better even tomorrow. That's how you do wood. And I think I learned that one from Thrifting Vegas. So, thank you for that. Now, I can go lay down, hopefully. Okay, thank you. Bye. Oh no, don't tell me. Do you need out? Yep, she does. Okay, bye.